we're back doing this again this year. I'm glad that we get to play. We take the occasion to raise the flag of the Philippines, which is part of our year-long and annual celebration of all the ethnic groups that make up New Bedford. One of the things I'm proudest of our city is that it has long been a place that has been welcoming to people from every corner of the globe, and we celebrate the heritage of all of the groups in our city, while we celebrate the fact that we're all Americans. And to me, that's in the true American spirit. We can all be proud of where our families came from, but at the same time, we can be grateful for the blessings of being Americans and proud of both at the same time, and there's no contradiction in that as well. In the case of the Philippines have had an extra special relationship with the United States that goes back a long ways, an awful long ways, to the era of Pacific exploration, obviously in colonial times, but even beyond. In the case of New Bedford, there's been a very long connection. The whale ships that ultimately allowed New Bedford to connect to places like the Azores, which led to Azorean immigration here, to places like Cape Verde, which ultimately led to Cape Verdean immigration here, stopped also in the Philippines. And going all the way back to the 19th century, there were American whale ships that stopped in the Philippines and established connections between the Philippines and here in New Bedford. And it's been for two maritime communities, New Bedford and many stops in the Philippines, it's been a special connection. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't allude and spend time focusing on the special connection between the Filipino people and the Americans that go back not only to the time of independence for the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule, but especially during the Second World War and beyond. And I think that's when I think we'll all agree that America and the Philippines developed an enduring friendship in fighting side by side against Japanese imperialism in places like Luzon and Corregidor and Bataan and so many others that even today resonate with Americans and Filipinos both. There's a tremendous history there of Americans and Filipinos fighting alongside one another in the most difficult of circumstances, in jungles and in other very difficult places, in city streets, and liberating a people from tyranny. And so we've had that connection all along, including in the present day, right up through the Cold War, with a strong military alliance, but a strong cultural alliance as well. And so, we Americans are proud that we have Filipinos as our brothers. We're even more proud of the Filipinos who have made themselves, like all of you guys, who have made themselves Americans too, in the best spirit of American immigration and America's valuing the dreams we all have to live out our lives and in a free society, and to give our children opportunities that we might not have had ourselves. So I want to thank all of you for being here today, and I want to thank Dee St. Dennis for her leadership. You're helping pull this event together again this year, and it's a proud day for New Bedford, and it's a proud day for Filipino Americans and all Americans that we get to do this today. So thank you very much for making it happen. With all that, Dee, I'd ask you to come on up and say a few words.
I was just going to go and say a little bit something about the background of the Philippine independence. It is actually observed on the 12th of June. Came into effect after the past president, Dado Macapagal, signed the Republic Act of 4166 regarding this matter on August 4, 1964. This act legalized the holiday, which is based on the Declaration of Independence on June 12 of 1898 by General Emilio Aguinaldo and the Filipino Revolutionary Forces from the Spanish colonization. The Philippines flag was raised and its national anthem was played for the first time in 1898. However, liberty was short-lived because Spain and the United States did not recognize the declaration. The 1898 Treaty of Paris ended the war between Spain and the limited states, United States, Spain. Spain surrendered the entire archipelago comprising the Philippines to the United States. The Philippines started a revolt against the U.S. in 1899 and achieved national sovereignty on July 4, 1946. Through the Treaty of Manila, Independence Day was officially observed on July 4 until the Republic Act No. 4166, which set out to move the holiday to June 12, was approved in August of 1964. The Philippine flag has many symbols. The flag of the Republic of the Philippines, representing the country, is symbolized by the following. The royal blue field symbolizes peace, truth, and justice. The scarlet red field symbolizes patriotism and valor. The white triangle symbolizes equality and brotherhood. The three stars on the corners of the triangle represents the three main geographical regions of the country, namely Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The sun at the center of the triangle has 8 rays, representing the 8 Philippine provinces that started the revolt against Spain. On behalf of the Filipino-American community of South Coast, we thank you very much for having us today and allowing us to fly a flag for the rest of the... Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so now we'll play the national anthem of the Philippines. And someone needs to raise. Who wants to volunteer? Go right ahead. Just don't step on our flowers. Very good. That was the most determined flag raising I've ever witnessed. You guys are terrific. All right. And now, once you guys are done tying it up, we'll play the American National Anthem.
Oh my goodness.
What happened? Did I hit something? Oops. Okay. everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up.